We're checking out the ESBIT Foldable Pocket Stove and its solid fueled tablets. How easy is it really to use? So many questions. How long do the tablets last? How easy are they to light? Do they have to burn the entire tablet? How do you put it out? Can you? Can you boil with just one tab? This is the actual stove. It is tiny. Let's actually measure it and see. It is almost 4 inches by 3 inches by just a little bit over ½ inch. So pretty tiny. It actually fits into the palm of my hand quite easily. It is actually made from galvanized steel, and it seems like it's finished off really nicely. It doesn't have any sharp edges. I only felt like really one sharp bit, and that's when you open it up. These little edges right here are a little bit sharp. In comparison, when we normally use on our backpacking trips is the BRS little stove, and it of course is tiny as well. But let's see the weight. The stove itself is only 3.1 ounces, so not very big. But now if you add in enough for, like, say, a weekend trip of fuel tablets, we're up to 6.2 ounces. Now, comparison with the BRS in our fuel canister, we're at 7.7. So close, but still a little bit of a difference. This is pretty easy to set up. They actually just pull it open. There's some little nubs along the side there that actually ends up clicking into place. 2 positions, cup position and pot position. If you were using this as an emergency stove or, like, say, a day hike, 2 fuel tabs actually fit perfectly right inside. Here's what it looks like with a cup on it in the cup position. This is 650 milliliter. It sits right on there. Now, if I was going to do the pot size, it would actually go right inside of it. So they definitely need the other. But if we were going to do, like, say, our teapot, we could easily set that on there.
This little kit comes with the stove itself, but it also comes with 6 of these fuel tabs, and these are the 14-gram version. These fuel tabs have some interesting properties compared to these fuel canisters. They are supposed to work at high altitudes and sub-zero temperatures. Supposed to be no smoke, or a lot less smoke. Burns clean or cleaner enough to where there's going to be almost no residue in the bottom of your stove. These 14-gram tablets that it comes with are advertised to burn for 12 minutes, which is actually way longer than I thought because it's really not that big. Do 1 pint of water in roughly 8 minutes. One interesting thing is they make smaller and bigger tablets. They make a huge one, a 27-gram one that'll burn for 15 minutes, and they actually have a bigger stove that you would use that on. They have 2 others, a 5-gram and a 4-gram, which burns for 6 minutes and 5 minutes. Another use case for these little guys is you could take one of these, and I suggest throwing it in a Ziploc bag, but throw that in your emergency kit, whether you're going day hiking or whatever, because these make really good fire starters because they're going to sit there and burn while give you some time to get some sticks and get your actual fire going. These tablets are also supposed to be non-toxic. They actually had a little article on the website, and they mentioned that, like, in the 30s, before he had made these, that they were camping and somehow somebody ingested one of these. Don't do that. They got a little bit sick, and so they formulated it so in theory it's non-toxic. They also say you're not supposed to eat them. The pocket stove is in the pocket. There you go. A distinct odor, a weird fishy odor. You can see, though, that this stove sits, like, right on the ground, so you're going to want to clear away anything that's could burn, although everything's completely wet, so we're fine. Ooh, and you can blow it out, so that's good to know. When this is burning, it doesn't have a really bad chemical smell. It's a very different smell, and Kelly and I both can't really place what it is. It's not terrible. Ooh, a lot of it's gone already. It's been burning for 7 minutes. We got bubbles in the bottom. The tablet just burnt out. Not a whole lot of residue, which is good. That tablet only lasted around 10 minutes, so we're gonna try again with another tab and see how long this one takes. Okay, so it's only been a couple minutes. I can pick it up. It's still definitely warm, but it is easier to light when it's open. There it goes. So far, this stove actually has been working pretty good. The only thing that I kind of wish there was like little tiny legs to get it off the ground, but it makes a nice big flame. From the 2 tabs that we have cooked so far, they've lasted roughly 10 minutes. A little less than the advertised 12 minutes. So not a whole lot of residue in there. There's a little chunkiness. It took quite a while to come to an actual rolling boil. It was definitely hot enough, even not rolling, to use in a dehydrated meal. Is this a good little stove? I think it is. For the price and for the convenience, I think you can't beat it. It did take a little longer than expected to actually boil the water, and the tablets did run out a little bit sooner than we were expecting, so make sure that you take extra tablets. I think this will work really well for an emergency kit stove, or if you're taking it, throwing it in your bag for a day hike. Perfect, because you can fit a couple cubes in there, fold it up, and then just toss it in your bag. If you're gonna take it out for the weekend or longer trips, just make sure you really calculate how many tablets you're gonna need and work that out for yourself.
This is a cool little stove. Go check out this video next. You can find us at exploretrekadventure.com, and we'll see you next time.